Hopefully there's a bomber in there, because if there is a bomber, then I need to get that miner shard. Or that miner in. Is there a bomber in here? There is not a bomber in here. It's okay though. Chill, yo, the axe skeletons are OP, bro. It's literally like Valkyrie. Move, bro.
Out until the page loads. Buy money. It's not gonna say it's fake money on the dark web. They're gonna claim it's real. 2.5 minutes in. Oh my God, there is yards on the screen. Anyway, that was a forum equivalent to Reddit on the dark web. Okay, we're gonna cross that out. All right, Reddit is crossed out. Let's get off that.
Everything was perfect. A game of.
You could say Domino's new spicy chicken bacon ranch pizza is $9.99 when you mix and match. Or, you could just order it.
Don't just take...
It's a Friday afternoon in the summer holidays. I'm laying on my bed reading a message from a girl that just 5 minutes before I believed to be the same age as me, threatening to send certain pictures of myself to all of my Instagram followers, including family members, if I didn't send her $500 right away. But to understand how I got myself in this situation, let me take you back to where it all began. It's 2020, I've just started high school, and I've been getting a lot more attention from girls than I ever had before. And because of this increased amount of attention, my mindset began to become a lot more geared towards, dating girls, losing my V card, all of that sort of thing. So, fast forward to one Wednesday afternoon in early March, I've organised to go to the park and link up with this girl named Clara with my best mate Crocker. Now, just to give you a brief little backstory on Clara, I'd had a little talking stage, I guess you'd call it, at the beginning of the year, but typically as these things go, 12, 13 years old, it just didn't work out. But nonetheless, we were still friends. So Crocker and I walked to the park, and upon arriving, we see that Clara is actually with one of her best friends named Alice. Now, I had Alice on Snapchat, but I'd never actually seen her in real life, so I didn't know what she looked like up until that point. But upon seeing her, she is hands down like 100 times more attractive than what I pictured her to be. I was expecting her to be some absolute ogre. The best way I can put it is she looked a lot older in all the ways that matter to a young man's mind. You know what I mean? So instantly I become locked onto the idea that I'm going to date this girl, right? I literally said in my head at the time, I'm going to date Alice. So hang out with Clara and Alice for the afternoon. And after talking to Alice for a bit, the vibe I'm sort of getting off of her is like super cute, sweet, innocent. But just a couple months later, I would find out how deceiving that appearance truly was. Gets to around 5:30 p.m. and Crocker and I decide it's probably a good time to go back to his. And as we're walking back to Crocker's house, I'm just yapping his ear off about how I'm going to date Alice, how hot she is, this and that. And I'm just G'ing myself up. And he's like, yeah, he's heard it all before. I get back to Crocker's house, and I decide that I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, right? So I ring up Clara on FaceTime, obviously don't have Alice's number, and I say to her that I'm going to date Alice. Alice is going to be my girlfriend. I'm just saying it with such fucking certainty and confidence, right? And obviously Alice hears this in the background, being nearby, and she says that she has a boyfriend. And that's when I proceed to say, with once again 100% confidence, oh, that doesn't matter, he doesn't have to know, which of course isn't right. But upon saying this, like I was sort of saying it in a joking way, but she says, all right, like she actually agrees with me. He doesn't have to know. And so Alice and I start talking pretty much every single day from this point onwards, which of course I should have seen as a red flag from the jump. Now, before we move forward in the story, I must say that at this point in time, I was only watching like 3 or 4 times a week. At the absolute worst, it was probably like once a day. But something would very soon happen that would lead me down a path of complete addiction to it. Of course, I'm getting to that. What's cracking, brother? I'll let you get back to the video in just a second, but really quickly, hit the sub button, son, because every single one of you who are subscribed are literally the ones who make these videos possible every single day. We're currently approaching 100,000 subs, so do me a fucking favour, hit it right now, I'll let you get back to the story. It gets to one night in early June, and I've organised for my close mate Rufus to come around my house. Obviously, if you're a regular viewer, this is before all the shit happened with him. And given that we were still fairly innocent at this point in time, neither of us were 13 years old yet, Our plans for this night were to essentially just camp out the side of my house in the tent, eat lollies and drink fizzy drinks, right? So we're sitting in my room just kicking back before we actually decide to go out to the tent. And it's around 8:45 we decide that we're going to give Alice a ring because she's with her friend Clara, who Rufus happened to fancy, right? So we ring them up, they answer straight away. And we're sort of just talking to them about what they're up to for the night. I'm not exactly sure how we pivoted into this conversation, but somehow it comes up that Alice's dad is out of town, which meant it was just her mum home, she wasn't strict at all, and that we could come over later that night. Now, as soon as we hear this, obviously being young lads, we get G'd the fuck up for a multitude of reasons. There was such a sense of novelty about sneaking out and going to places when your parents didn't know. It was like you had complete freedom.
Lincoln.
So Rufus and I agreed that
6,
we're going
7.
to link up with Alice and Clara later that
6,
night
7.
after my parents go to bed. Around 20 minutes past 9, we head out to the tent. You know, we're just sitting there playing the waiting game. We knew that we'd be able to leave the house once all of the lights were off and we'd said goodnight to my parents. Right, so we just kick back in the tent for a little bit. It gets to around 12:30 a.m. By this point, we've well and truly said goodnight to mum and dad. They're in bed. And Rufus and I both decide it's a good time to head off on our scooters to Alice's suburb. Now, just bearing in mind, here in Australia is the very start of winter, so around this time it was like -1 degree Celsius, which is cold as fuck. But nonetheless, you know, nothing was going to stop your boy in the relentless pursuit.
I recently purchased the most popular glucose meter online and decided to test it with you. If you have diabetes or know anyone dealing with it, you...
Bit of the shorties. So, Rufus and I slowly creep down my driveway with our scooters in our hand, and as soon as we get to the road, we put them on the...
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just been right on the highway. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Start riding up. Around 1:20, Rufus and I pull up to Alice's street. I get out my phone, I message her, so like, are we all good to come inside? I'm out the front. But she says, you know, her mum's just been up, we can't come in just yet because she might hear us and kick us out straight away. So Rufus and I walk across the road to the park, which is right across from Alice's house, and just chill on the bench waiting. But around 10 minutes after this, Alice gives me a call and says, you guys can come in, but you got to be super quiet. We get into Alice's room and, you know, tuck ourselves under the covers, get all warm. Rufus is laying there with Clara, having a chat to her. Meanwhile, I'm having a chat with Alice. And I would say around an hour and a half into being at Alice's house, I'm having a bit of a talk off to the side with her. And she says that she loves me. Now, we'd said this to one another before, but it was only really over text and it felt very immature. What the fuck was that? A cow just sneezed. But this was the first time I'd ever heard it in person, which felt significant.
Hearing a cow sneezing is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
In this very moment, that this would be the girl that I'd go on to date and then, you know, lose my V card to, potentially even marry one day. And I just can't believe how fucking delusional I was, bro, because that thought could not have been further from the truth, which of course I'm
Bro's crashing out.
to one Friday night in late June. By this point, I've asked Alice to be my girlfriend probably 3 or 4 times, and every single time she turned me down. She says she's just not ready yet, she's not sure, she loves me, but she doesn't want things to end badly. I never knew what the fuck she was talking about. But in just a couple of hours' time, I would soon find out why she'd been so hesitant to get into a relationship with me. On this particular night, I'd organised to go up to
Wait, what are you doing?
mate Donnie's house, which his yard is just in the background there. And, you know, just spend a bit of time with him, his mate Clive, and my best mate Crocker. So Crocker and I walk up the road to Donnie's house, and, you know, it's pretty good at first. We're just vibing, having a few bevies, listening to some music. But I would say like 2 hours into being there, you know, feeling a bit of a buzz by this point. I'm standing there having a yarn with Donnie's mate Clock.
What's that song?
Nigga. Deadass, I don't have a base. I deadass don't have a base. I deadass don't have a base. Dang, I don't have a base. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I just bet I don't have.
Oh,
Gangsters moving all sneaky like.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna. You wrote it.
What? For real? Spin that.
Now playing on Amazon Music.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Everyone's gearing up.
Okay, also. Hit that chug, chug, hit that chug, chug, hit it. Hit that chug, chug, hit that chug, chug, hit it. Hit that chug, chug, hit that chug, chug.
Lucky block. Lucky block.
Gang, it doesn't give off the fuck. Gang, it doesn't give off the fucking. It doesn't give off the fucking effect that you're like actually dead ass opening. Like you could literally put the 6 to the 7. Lacostabu.
Lucky block.
Got a pump greenie, spiderini. Oh, I got all the spooky combinations. Yeah, the 2025 brain art sucks dick ass game. Oh my god, I got all a secret.
Lucky block.
Okay, a gold secret lucky block. I'm gonna get an E-Sock real quick. I got a lost secret combination. 666666666. Yo, slick blow. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for it. That's why it's hard. I
Lucky block.
was the.
Lucky block. Lucky block.
Dang, stop. Okay, let's see what I get. Oh, you might be able to get a strawberry elephant. Oh, I might have got a meow. A meow.
Lucky block.
Oh, la casabu.
Lucky block.
Okay, a cookie and a milky. And then I seen a law. They're banned, bro. They're banned. I'm gonna get the best thing from every lucky block. We're gonna try to get a whole base of cookie and milky. You can't even move brain rots in this. Actually, fucking can. Alright, I'm gonna get all the spooky combinations and lost combinations. And cookie and milky too. But
Lucky block.
oh, this guy's all the Casaboo game. You'll see what I get. Give me a luck combination. I got freaking Orcalitos.
Lucky block. Lucky block.
Gang, there's more.
Lucky block. Lucky block. Lucky block. Lucky block. Lucky block.
Torta King Dragon. Gang, I'm gonna steal this guy's lost 6-7 and just sell it to be funny. Oh, this guy might okay.
Cannelloni. Lucky block. Lucky block.
Okay, give me the freaking cookie and milky.
Lucky block. Lucky block. Lucky block. Lucky block.
Torta, king, dragon, fruitin. Tralaleo, tralala. Orcala, orcala. Kako, hippie, po, emo. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're banned. Do, saho. Sampo, mia, coco, melo, capibari, coco. Cookie Milky's Oregon. So then strawberry elephant's right there, and then wait, strawberry elephant's right there though.
Lucky block.
Oh, I need the lost salmon lucky block.
Lucky block.
Gang is not getting this lost lucky block.
Lucky block.
Oh, there's another lost lucky block.
Lucky block.
Better go on my fucking base. Yeah, good boy. Is that radioactive or gold? Bro, lost one beat. Bro, just give me the freaking lost combinations. It's not that hard. Okay, thank you. And then we got the lost spooky combination, and then we're gonna get a LaGrande. This guy right next to you has a LaGrande, and I might need to steal it.
Lucky block.
Yeah, but I can't get a...
Lucky block.
Kill yourself, dude.
Lucky block.
Gang, is an admin lucky block knock? Okay. To sour. Sampo mia coco melo capibari coco.
Lucky block.
Is this nigga stupid? He's literally collecting all lost 6-7s and he's going after an ab and lucky block. It's literally yo, this guy, oh my god, this girl's boyfriend might have been on her account trying to get her stuff. Fucking suck, dude. Dude, this kid is stupid as hell, bro. Oh, I got an Esoc Sagola. You can kill yourself. What's another thing I could get? Okay, 10 million. You might have to give me that. You might have to give me that freaking grandma. You're banned. You need to kill yourself. Do sao. Sampo mia go mero gabi body go back. Yeah, I was about to ask if I could have it.
Lucky block.
Dang, let me get your fucking thing.
For the holidays. In a Chevy of their choice. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Sweet.
Now more than ever.
The streamer kills their friend.
Now more than ever, we need you.
This is called Old Smoky White Lightning Moonshine for a reason. Because we need speed and electricity and every...
Torta, king, dragon, fruit. You can Nigga, my...
Dragon Cannellone.
Bro, dead. These kids are dead ass retarded, bro. Kill yourself. Holy shit, this kid needs to go kill himself. What the fuck is this old ass at? Holy shit, this guy's wearing an avatar from 2016. Yeah, how did you buy it? This guy's stuck with a dumbass. Fuck you, bitch. You better give me a fucking strawberry elephant. Please, just give me a strawberry elephant. If it's a meow, I'll give it to you. But if it's a strawberry elephant, I'm keeping it. Okay, then it is a meow. Okay, you can take it, game. Holy shit.
French streamer died taking part in a live broadcast on
Kick streamer has passed away.
A French streamer has passed away in his sleep on stream.
Jean Parmenov. Jean Parmenov. Jean Parmenov.
Jean Parmenov. Money and fame can bring the worst in people. Some streamers will do anything for views, even if it means ruining the life of an innocent man. Jean Parmenov was a broken and lonely man who was promised a better future, but instead was slowly tortured to death by a so-called
Lucky block.
Nigga, how are they buying it? Yeah, the back are retort. Yo, okay, so this kid's just gonna hit me. I go kill yourself.
old friends. And it wasn't some underground broadcast either. They would constantly get 10,000 of viewers, peaking with 20k even. They were arguably the biggest streamers in the whole France. Just try to imagine thousands of people watching, laughing in chat and donating money to them to keep humiliating Jean. But what's even worse, Kick, the platform where these streams were broadcasted on, they knew exactly what was going on all along. And not only they didn't do anything about it, they even used Jean to promote their Kick merch. And now, when it's not so fun to torture a man to death and he have to meet real-life consequences, a man behind these streams plays a victim card and files a cyberbullying complaint. Now that's absolutely disgusting. Today, we are going to have a look at a very sad and depressing story of Jean Parmenov. And to understand the whole story, we first...
Please be a strawberry elephant. Go kill yourself. Freeze. Time to switch gears. Use your hand to make the career.
Lucky block. Lucky block.
And I'm trying to steal. I'm trying to... Go kill yourself, kid. Go fucking faggot yourself, fucking faggot.
Have to start from the beginning. Jean Parmenov, by his real name Raphael Greven, was a 41-year-old man. He didn't have any friends, nor he never had a relationship with a woman. He lived alone with his mom, didn't go to work, and lived off welfare money. And in 2018, he
These
decided
kids are
to
literally
give...
using admin commands on me. Oh my god. They're banned. He's literally did that to steal my Meowl. Are we dead ass? Buying admin commands in this game is insane. Game, they're literally stealing from me, bro. Help me. Nigga. I literally got trapped in a Coco Font. Imagine buying admin. Bro, imagine buying admin in that game.
He opened a Twitch account under username Jean Parmenov. He mostly played games like GTA or Fortnite, and he raged a lot. And even though Jean seems angry in these clips, he was overall pretty happy as now he has people to talk to in chat. Sure, 5 people isn't a lot, but for a lonely person like Jean, it was enough. And despite not a lot of people turning into his streams, he was going viral on TikTok, where people shared clips of his rages. It didn't take long and Jean was discovered by a big French streamer named the Kyrie78. He invited him for some games, and thanks to Jean's impulsive personality, Kyrie's chat really liked.
Hope I'm gonna go put the 67.
more dangerous.
Hello, nigga. Ew! Ew! Get out! Oh! I'm a stat man.
I got this comment asking to see my duels decks. So with the duels decks, they have some rules. One of them is you cannot repeat cards. So for example, this first deck here, Lava Loon. Because I've used Lava Hound, Balloon, Poison Zap, I cannot reuse those cards in any other deck. But like I said, this first deck here, Lava Loon, it's just a deck I'm very comfortable